Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to my newest Hearts of Iron 4 video. Today we are going to make the world fascist as Germany, which usually is very easy. However, there is one little restriction. We are not allowed to attack anyone. We can join others' wars, we can boost popularity and all that, but we cannot declare war on anyone. So let's go. Historical focus is Ironman mode, regular difficulty. Start. Let's start with the Rhineland and focus on making infantry weapons, because we need a lot of troops, not necessarily very powerful troops. Let's train up a lot of cavalry, make it the highest priority. Now I could change the units I already have, but let's keep them just because they are already trained up and thus powerful. And a lot of civilian factories. We're going to switch our doctrine to superior firepower because I'm mostly going to be using infantry. And that is about it. Let's go. Now, our goal condition is to make the world fascist, but in the interest of time, I'm going to just restrict myself to all the major countries, because it would take forever otherwise, and once we take out all the major countries, there is really nobody else to threaten us in the world. So, all of these must be fascist for us to succeed. We can change their ideology, puppet them, or just annex them. Germany, Italy, and Japan start fascist, so we have to switch front, Soviet Union, United Kingdom, and the United States. The easiest way would be to attack them, conquer them, or make them puppets. However, we are not allowed to attack anybody. Let's deploy all that cavalry ahead of time, and switch it all to infantry so that we have a lot of manpower in the field, and thus enable Anschluss. Okay, one more manpower tick, and we'll be able to go directly into Anschluss. There we go. Now, Spanish Civil War. Nationalist Spain could theoretically be a useful ally, so I'm going to send them Lend-Lease. Just infantry weapons, 10,000 monthly, until they start winning very significantly, and that is probably enough. And let's hire some silent workhorses. Here comes Anschluss, and we can go directly into Czechoslovakia or Yugoslavia from there. Let's start with the man Sudetenland, and let's exercise our troops a bit, so that they are stronger and more threatening. And free trade. This gives us a powerful bonus to research and industry. And I think it's time to start increasing our ideology in other countries. There you go. France, Soviet Union, United Kingdom, United States. Unit conference, wonderful, so that land is ours. I'm still not sure how army strength is calculated for stuff like threatening other countries, so just in case it matters, I'm going to hire an infantry expert who will make my troops way more scary. I suppose I can stop the Lend-Lease. They should win. Let's cancel. Fate of Czechoslovakia. I'm going to set up Slovakia as a puppet state because I'm going to give it to Poland, and this costs less. No extra political power cost. Yes, I'm going to exchange Danzig for Slovakia, or rather Slovakia for Danzig. Now that can actually wait a little bit. First, let's get Romania and Hungary. Before we go after Yugoslavia, I want to let the world tension cool down a bit. And war economy. Nationalist Spain about to win. We're going to use them as an ally later on. Now I'm going to do Grossraumwirtschaft, and from there we can make Hungary and Romania our puppets peacefully. That will increase our strength and influence. Hindenburg disaster, no Victoria for us. Aligned Romania, and extensive conscription. Let's do second Vienna Award. I don't actually need Yugoslavia, it would be nice to get it, but it is not crucial to our plans. Right, second Vienna Award. We don't really want to weaken Romania, but we also want to make Hungary like us. I suppose northern Transylvania will be sufficient. Treaty of Craiovia. We will not back Bulgarian demands. We want Romania to stay strong. Now, Hungary would join our faction if they were fascist. It's enough for us to wait for them to turn. Time to become friends with Poland. Oh, Poland does not want to exchange Slovakia for Danzig. That is, surprising and unfortunate. I wanted to be friends with them. We can still be friends with them. I think it's time to put some pressure on Yugoslavia. They might refuse, but let's try it anyway. I did put some troops on their border so that they would be scared of me. Right, London surrender, wonderful. They have given us stuff, let's push it. We might get all of Yugoslavia for this, and even Greece. In the meantime, let's check up on our political actions. That's a bit of fascist support. That's a lot of fascist support. Britain, not that much, and the United States also not that much. But we are patient. Now, fate of Yugoslavia. Right, France and Britain announce alliance, and the fate of Yugoslavia. Perfect. I think I'm just going to annex everything. Now it's time for Greece. They might refuse, we have actually pushed it quite a bit, but we can still try it, and also I can invite Hungary to my faction. There you go. We've bypassed Ally and Hungary, so now I just need to get Romania into my faction, and then we can make them puppets. Hey Poland, wanna be friends yet? Not yet, and they have been guaranteed by the Allies. I wonder if Greece gets guaranteed by the Allies. No, just by Romania. That might actually make a difference. I probably should have delayed. There's going to be an award, but okay, let's continue with that and see what happens. They will probably refuse me. Do I want to befriend Bulgaria? Sure, why not? Greece refuses. Well, that is unfortunate. Greece got guaranteed by France, that might be why. And they refused us. No matter, we don't really need them. As the Eastern claims, we'll get a little bit of extra territory. Funny thing is, Poland is guaranteed by the United Kingdom and France. But Poland is also due to be attacked by the Soviet Union in around a year or so. If I'm friends with Poland, we will fight the Soviet Union together with the United Kingdom and France. Lithuania gives us stuff, that's fine. Maybe setting up Slovakia as a puppet was not such a bad idea, they have quite a lot of troops. It might even be a good choice to get a bunch of small puppets down here. However, we will soon have Hungary and Romania, and that should be sufficient. And we can invite Romania. Perfect. Cool, Italy wants to be our friend. Let's accept that. And also, we can now integrate war economies, which is going to make Hungary and Romania our puppets. You know what, I'm also going to boost party popularity in Poland by some extra bits. And they get influence anyway from a focus, but I really want them to flip to fascist. This way we can have them in our faction against the Soviet Union, which would be helpful. Integrate war economies is done. And we have 2 new puppets. It is also time to modify our unit template. I'm going to add signal companies, logistics companies, and recon, as well as 1 infantry unit so that they are 20 with, although it doesn't matter that much. You know what, the world tension is not that high. I bet I could cause a civil war in France without the Allies getting involved. Although, I'm not entirely sure that would succeed. Let's try it anyway. Cancel boost popularity, stage a fascist coup. Somewhere close to us, like here. It's gonna take a long time. Yeah, our war goal expired. That is unfortunate, but not really a problem. Yay, extra research slot. Hungary and Romania are very loosely affiliated puppets. I should send them some lend-lease to increase their dependence on us. We have pretty much done all the cool focuses here. I suppose I can do army innovations just to get those doctrines faster, but now we're pretty much waiting for political changes. Ooh, crap, I forgot to keep influencing the Netherlands, and they have caved to the British. You know what, I don't really mind. Okay, the French Civil War has happened. Can I help you? I could invite them to my faction. We're going to send them volunteers. You know what, let's wait for a bit and see if the Brits are involved in this war. I don't remember the war tension requirement for joining civil wars. I think it might be 50 or something like that. So I could theoretically get them into my faction. However, then I wouldn't be able to send volunteers. So let's just send volunteers. 3 units, there we go. The French seem to be winning. This whole coup might have been a waste of time. We'll see in a moment. Oh, wait a minute. They won. Ha! I did not expect that to happen. Also, I would like them in my faction, however, it's a bit late. Should have done that a moment ago. They are fascist. We have achieved our goal. If we can be friends and invite them to the Axis, that is even better. I'm going to improve relations, and we can invite Bulgaria. Cool, let's do that. Now, Poland, how about you flipping? Poland has joined the Allies. Well, that is unfortunate. However, that is still playing to my interests because I want the Soviet Union to suffer. So if they are fighting the Allies, it will be even easier to beat them up. And they should attack Poland or Romania eventually. Would be cool to befriend France, though. Now, staging coups in the United Kingdom and United States is going to be much more difficult, because their stability is too high for me to do that. Perhaps in the US I will be able to, don't know yet, but in the UK it's going to be almost impossible unless they are in a war. Trotsky survives, that could be to our advantage. 1940, no war. Alliance with Spain. Hey, Spain, wanna be friends? Not yet. I'm 99% sure fate of Greece is not gonna work, but I'm gonna do it just because I'm curious. So, let's focus on the United States. When's your next election? November. Now, we have increased fascist support so much that it is possible that they will just flip on their own, and the Soviet Union we can take on once they attack us, which will probably happen. So the most difficult part is actually United Kingdom, because they're too stable for me to stage a coup there. Oh, okay. This is a bit of a problem. Greece has refused to give up their stuff, and Italy attacked Greece. That is a bit of an issue, because that puts Italy at war with the Allies, which might actually mean I have to go to war with the Allies. But Poland flipped ideologies. That is cool. They should leave their faction soon, hopefully before they enter a war against Italy. Okay, let's see what happens. Greece joins Allies, that's fine. Poland should be... damn it, Poland is at war with Italy. Now, if you are not playing on Ironman, that would be a good moment to reload the game. Unfortunately, we do not have that luxury. So, what we're going to do is resort to cunning. Let's have a look at the United Kingdom. They are at war, so their stability has gone down, which means I can actually stage a coup. Let's do that. I need a fascist coup. Oh, we can't do London. We need a fascist coup somewhere relatively close so that we can quickly transport our troops there. We also need a place with quite a lot of victory points. How about we do Edinburgh as the center of the coup? Sure, let's do that. Also, let's prepare our troops to be transported to Britain. We'll just stack them all up in Wilhelmshaven. My plan is developing. In the meantime, we just let our friends and enemies fight it out. Unfortunately, Poland is on the enemy's side. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Unfortunately, we will have to invade Poland. We won't be declaring war, so it's fine. We will just be joining a war caused by our allies. Still, I wanted to be friends with Poland. And it's a pity that I won't be. And we can invite Finland into our faction. Interesting, but not what we want right now. Actually, if the Soviet Union attacks Poland, now it will make it even easier for us to deal with the Allies. Speaking of the Allies, how is the United States doing? They have turned fascist, so our political campaign has had its effect. We don't even need to fight them, which is perfect. They will not join my faction, but neither will they join the Allies, which should make things easier. Significantly easier. Hey Spain, wanna join yet? No. We're doing naval rearmament because I want to reach the bit that lets us befriend the Scandinavian countries. How long until the coup fires? November 41. Well, that is a lot of time, but we can wait. It's certainly less trouble than navally invading the United Kingdom. When the Civil War fires, we will just have to land some troops and help in the Civil War. That should be enough to beat up the United Kingdom without too much trouble. Time to spam all the military factories we can. Italy, if you are going to successfully land in Britain, I'm going to be amazed and take back all the bad things I ever said about your military or your performance in House of Iron. No, they're just sailing around Britain. Never mind then. Soviet Union declared war on Poland. Yes, I was expecting that to happen with Poland in our faction, and then we would repel the Soviet Union together. Unfortunately, Poland made the stupid decision of joining the Allies, so they are on their own. Because the Allies aren't gonna help. Oh, wait a minute. Confederate States of America. Interesting. They changed their name. Oh, right, that's with the new DLC. I have to play a game as the United States to test all that out. Well, we made that happen. Unfortunately, they still don't want to ally us. Time to befriend Denmark. Poland doesn't stand a chance. We have invested a lot of time and effort in them. Unfortunately, they made a stupid decision, and now they're paying for it. Warsaw has fallen, and the Soviets are moving in. Japan attacked the Philippines, which puts one of our friends at war with another. That is not our problem, fortunately. We don't mind them fighting each other, we just need all of them to be fascist. And Poland is almost done for. For some reason, the United Kingdom is not willing to give us military access. Strange. Apparently, I have used up almost all my construction slots. So I suppose I can focus on fortifying myself against the Soviets now, just because we don't really have anything better to do with those factories until we research concentrated industry next level. Poland has capitulated. How's the war between Japan and the Confederate States of America going? No major developments as of yet. And the best guns have been researched. Also need to buy more steel. The coup in Britain is almost firing. 2 more days. I want to catch the precise moment when it fires, so that we can invite whoever emerges from the coup into our faction. Also, I should be at war with Britain for this to work, so let's finally accept the call to arms from Italy. I delayed it because there was no point in me joining the war. I'm gonna put our whole fleet on convoy escort in these parts. This might help a bit. The coup has fired. Okay, let's have a look. British Empire, would you like to join my faction? Let's try that. They have accepted. We stand together, and the French are sending us volunteers. That's fine. I'm going to send an army up north. For now, just 1 army. I don't want to lose all of these guys. There you go. And you can designate no-go sea zones. So let's block access here. Alright, let's see if we can actually survive the transport. I should be able to easily take out the United Kingdom if we can get there. We're almost there. If these guys can make it to Britain safely, we will win. Spain is sending volunteers. Sure, why not? We have arrived. Let's readjust the orders and attack. Let's send 2 more armies just to speed things along. And of course, once Britain is taken over, we should be winning the entire war, and we will only have the Soviet Union to take care of. The supplies really are a problem, but we should prevail anyway. They should be surrendering any minute now. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Do I want British Malaya? Not really, because we might be pulled into a war against Japan. We're gonna puppet British Raj. I could puppet Greece. Actually, Greece is quite a useful puppet. Let's do that. Alright, and finally, is there anything left? Well, there is British Malaya, but I really don't want to take it. I got German Raj. Who got Pakistan? The Soviets. So, Fascist France, British Empire, and Confederate States of America. Only the Soviet Union remaining. Let's get our guys back home and get ready to beat up the Soviets. Now, we cannot attack the Soviet Union, we are not allowed to. But they are very likely to declare war on us, and we can wait a bit. British Malaya joined the Chinese United Front because Japan attacked them. So, German Raj, how much manpower do you have? Quite a lot, actually, and they can become useful. If I have the option to invite Estonia or Finland to our faction, and thus get into a war with the Soviet Union, that would be of benefit to us. It would also be nice if we could get France and Spain into our faction, but all that really matters for the sake of this challenge is their ideology, and we already have that. And the final doctrine is done. Shock and awe. Soviet Union attacked Estonia. Hey, Estonia, wanna join my faction? They do not. Well, is their death. Oh, wait a minute, what is that? Estonia, you want to join my faction. Well, what a lucky day for you. I'm actually going to accept. And would you like me to join your war against the Soviet Union? You would? Oh, I'm so surprised. Oh, wait a minute, I will need those expeditionary forces from the Raj to take care of Pakistan here. We have joined the war against the Soviet Union, and we can invite someone to our faction. France wants to fight the Soviets. Well, I am very glad that you do. Let's accept them into the faction, and also call in everyone we can call in. Shall I be super aggressive? No, let's be balanced. We have bypassed the treaty with the USSR. Soon there will be no more USSR. Right, first victory, Czech People's Republic. Oh, Lend-Lease, yes please. This is actually looking... I mean, I expected it to be a relatively easy victory. We are extremely powerful. However, I didn't expect it to go so quickly. Poland has capitulated. We're going to remake you in our image. They have sent us some expeditionary forces. Let's make an army out of them and have them take over Pakistan. Estonia will soon capitulate. Not really a problem. We only needed them to get us into the war. Romania is certainly helping. Romania is a very good puppet, always. I could actually take expeditionary forces and create another army group just out of those. I suppose I should go to service by requirement. Oh, Romania is taking over Crimea. Wonderful. I really don't like fighting in this area because the orders get screwed up all the time because of the coastline. Let's bypass the war with the USSR and befriend Turkey. To be honest, I would gladly just give control of all my armies to the AI. It's not like we're going to have any trouble defeating the Soviets, especially with the support of the British and the French. But, there's no such option because this game is centered on the military, while I prefer to focus on the politics. Pakistan has capitulated. Leningrad is ours, or rather Estonia's. Let's look at the casualties. We have lost 1/3 of what they have lost. Stalingrad is taken. We are better than actual Hitler, which isn't difficult. Romania is a very good puppet, they deserve all the territory they're getting. The Philippines have capitulated. That means the United States, or rather the Confederate States, are not doing that great. And now that we have France in our faction, we can improve national spirit. Hungary is justifying on me. No, it isn't. I mean, it might be trying to, but they are a puppet. Hungary wants Slovakia. No. As you can see, we're progressing quite easily. How far are you from capitulation? Not that far, really. What is our war participation anyway? 97%. Well, we could take expeditionary forces from a lot of our allies, but we don't need to. 99%? In a moment, the Soviet Union will fall. There it is. Interesting, I can satellite Bangladesh from People's Republic of Pakistan. Why the hell not? Let's do that. You know what, I like puppets. Let's clear that and actually puppet everyone, including Poland. And satellite a couple of republics from the Soviet Union. That should be enough. Let's have a look. Russian Empire is our puppet. And we can invite Turkey into our faction. Sure, why not? Let's make the axis bigger. So, I have satellited everyone. Ukraine, Belarus, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia. And all the guys down here. And Mongolia. All of these are fascist now. And all of this is Axis. So we have actually achieved our objective. And I know this one was pretty easy, but I want to have a complete set. I did communist world, I did a non-aligned world, now we have a fascist world. And what we have left is a democratic world. And who would be better for democracy to intensify? But that is a subject for another video. Anyway, that is it. We have turned France to fascism peacefully. We have turned the United States to fascism peacefully. We have staged and supported a coup in the British Empire, and we just plain and simple beat up the Soviet Union. Now, all the major countries that were major countries at the start of the game are fascist. Japan is still fighting the United States, but, it's gonna take a while. They have a long way to go. I do have a couple of ideas, but I was pretty busy lately with the whole moving house stuff. Anyway, that is all for today's video, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.